It's Christy again, and I want to share with you the recipe of the week that I'm going to be presenting, and it is my version of Alfredo cashew sauce. I am going by a recipe off of vegweb.com. So I will link that recipe in the down bar of the video so you can refer to it, but I'm going to change a couple things just because that's what I do with most of the recipes I make. So I'm going to show you the ingredients we're going to be using. I have them all out on my table. So yes, I have fresh broccoli, I have a red onion, I'm going to be using probably like 4 cloves of garlic for my sauce. I have a jar of Aldi Priano roasted red peppers with garlic cloves and olive oil. I'm going to cut these up and put them in the sauce. Lots of fresh ground pepper as always. Italian seasoning mixed from Aldi. You can use whatever you want. If you just have oregano, that's fine. And then we have the oregano mushroom sauce. This is a step down from the Grandessa brand from Aldi. It's not quite as good. It would be like their version of ragu as opposed to Prego. But it's not that bad because we're just going to use it to flavor our sauce. We're not using it as the sole component in our recipe, so it works fine for this, and it's a little bit cheaper. And in this bowl here, we are soaking our cashews. I just got a can from Aldi. They were like, I think they were like $2.19 for a big thing of them. So I've been soaking these for about an hour in hot water. And that's just going to soften them up so it gets really creamy when we go to make the sauce. I'm going to show you guys how to prepare garlic cloves. They can be kind of tricky when you're not used to it. The way I used to do it was I would take like a bunch of time and try to peel each individual one, and it takes a lot of time if you do that. So what I like to do is I take it's like, I don't know, it's called a butcher knife or something. It's just a large wide knife. And just be careful, but we're going to use our palm. We're going to press down onto the garlic and just smush it. Don't worry about it, you know, smushing apart like that. That's fine. You'll get more flavor out of your garlic. And then it's much easier to take off the peel that way, if you can see that, as opposed to just, you know, having to individually peel off each little papery skin. So, and then what I like to do is I just mince it up. You want to make sure your knife is sharp for this, or it's not going to work very well. You want to get it pretty small. Like that, like so. Now on to the cashew cheese sauce portion of our show. And I already have the cashews in there. They were softened by the water. I put the garlic cloves in there. We're going to put a half a cup of nutritional yeast in there. There's the pepper. We are just going to put about a tablespoon of oil in there just to get things moving a little bit better. Just olive oil. Maybe about a tablespoon and a half, it looks like. Okay, and then we're going to get hot water. I just boiled some in the tea kettle and put it in a measuring cup. I'll be back. Okay, so we got about a cup of pretty hot water. I just put it in my tea kettle and let it go till it started making that tea kettle sound, the boiling sound. Put it in there. Alright, and since I don't have a food processor, we do have to be careful to push down the sides as we blend. I just have a regular spoon. You can use whatever you want. Spatulas sometimes get caught in the blades down there, so I don't always recommend that. But yeah, we're just going to blend it. We're going to stir it just to make sure that this all gets down in there and blended. Oh, it already smells really good, guys. Okay, and we'll blend that a little bit more. Alright, look at that. We already got our creamy Alfredo sauce. Alright, and that's what it would look like if you want to leave it as a cashew Alfredo. I just added the sauce in with those onions and the roasted red peppers. I'm going to add a little bit of tomato sauce just to make it go further and to add a little bit more nutrition to the meal, but that's totally up to you. You can skip this step if you don't want to add tomato sauce to your Alfredo. I'm cooking those broccoli in there with the noodles. It should be done pretty quickly here. I'm going to add in a little bit more lemon juice, about a tablespoon of lemon juice, I would say. Alright, that's what it looks like when you put the tomato in there. I put some crushed red pepper to taste, so just some of this. I put about a half a teaspoon of dried parsley. I put about a teaspoon of that Italian seasoning. And you can put more pepper in if you want at this point. I'm just going to leave it. And it looks like our broccoli and our noodles are about done, so I'm going to drain those. Alright, that's what it looks like all done, and it's really healthy and delicious alternative to your cheese-based Alfredo. It's really easy, affordable. You can get all this stuff at Aldi or whatever grocery store you go to. So I hope you guys like the recipe, and stay tuned for next week's episode. Bye!